Hello, I'm Dan Toppy and welcome back to another brand new Fortnite video. Today we got week 4 of the Battle Pass challenges in the weekly update, and in this video I want to give you a full guide of all of the challenges from this week. This week they're not actually too hard, we've got a couple which are quite difficult, but they're following the same sort of pattern as we've had for the last few weeks, so you shouldn't find it too hard to do them once you know how to complete them. So like with the other weeks that I've completed, I'm going to start off with the 2 challenges that you're most likely going to struggle with first, and the most people are going to need help with because they are the hardest. Then I'll move on to giving you a few tips on how to complete the easier challenges afterwards. So the first challenge that you're going to need help with, because it isn't obvious how to complete it, is challenge number 5. For challenge number 5 it says search between a vehicle tower, a rock sculpture and a circle of hedges. Just like with the last 2 weeks, this type of challenge describes the location on the map that you need to go to and then redeem one of the golden stars that will pop out of the ground when you stand on top of it. So this week's location is shown on the map now and it's found on the south coast just to the west of Moisty Mire. This week's is probably the most vague. For the last 2 weeks we've had a tree to mark the position where you need to go to, but this one, as you can see in the gameplay right now, is found in the middle of a pond. This makes it quite hard to find your bearings because there is 4 ponds that do look very similar in this location, but as long as you follow the location that are marked on the map and where I went, you should find it pretty easily. The pond that you're going to want to head towards is the biggest one and it's the one closest to the houses. Once you've completed that challenge, the next one that you might be struggling with is challenge number 4, and that says visit different ice cream trucks. We've had other challenges like this in the past, like the dancing locations. This week's is no different. On screen now you can see a map which marks 13 ice cream truck locations around the map. And as you can see in the gameplay, all you have to do is land or go close to one of these ice cream trucks. There'll be a little explosion, this will count as completing that one, and then all you need to do is get another 4, because for this challenge you need to only do 5. Once you've completed that challenge, you can now move on to the more simpler ones. So starting off with challenge number 1, this challenge says that you need to deal 500 damage with sniper rifles to opponents. There isn't really any way that you can do this more efficiently. The best way to do it, I think, is just to land at a bigger town where you've got lots more chance to get good loot, and then try to go for snipes later on. The weapon I suggest that you go for using is the hunting rifle, because this seems to be the best for all situations. You can get more medium range and close range shots with that, so it gives you more opportunities to get more damage with the sniper. And because the sniper rifle is so high damaging, it shouldn't take too many shots to get that 500 damage. Once you've completed that, you can then move on to challenge 2, and this one says you need to search 7 chests in Flush Factory. Flush Factory is a big location and does have a lot of chests inside of it, so this shouldn't be too difficult. It isn't like the Wailing Woods one where you only had 1 chest every time you landed there. But at the moment, as the challenges have only just come out, it will be quite busy, which does reduce chance of being able to get as many chests. But over time, if you are struggling, then you will be able to complete them in the future, just over the next few weeks. Challenge 3 says that you need to search 3 supply drops, and if you are watching this video within the first week of the challenges coming out, I'd recommend that you do go and play it in the limited time mode that's out at the moment, because this limited time mode is Blitz. Blitz is a much faster paced game mode, so they've increased the amount of supply drops that do drop, and they've also increased the speed at which they fall out of the sky, meaning that they drop a lot quicker. So currently this is the most effective way to get your supply drops the quickest, because there is more in a single game, and these games do only last a maximum of 15 minutes. But if you haven't been completing these challenges within that first week and you're only watching the video afterwards, your best chance is probably going to be just to keep on grinding out playing in solos. If you are playing in squads or duos, your teammates could steal them from you, so you just want to play in solos and try and survive as long as possible, because towards the end of the game this is where you start to find more supply drops dropping. Challenge number 6 says you need to get 1 trap elimination. The count says hard, because this is more just down to luck and play time than anything. I'd say that you want to be playing in a city, and as soon as you find a trap you need to put it down. Try and make some noise near it and maybe leave a chest trying to lure players in, or you can just leave it there throughout the game and hope that somebody does stumble across it. But really, there aren't really any tips on how to complete this other than just put more down and hope that people will run into them. And finally, for challenge 7, you need to eliminate 3 opponents in Tomato Town. This really shouldn't be too hard because Tomato Town is quite a popular drop position. You don't get the high numbers like you do at Tilted Towers, but you generally have about 3 or 4 players dropping there every single game. So if you do drop there and there is that many players dropping, you could easily complete this challenge in one single game. And I definitely recommend dropping at more of the outside buildings, so dropping at the gas station and the little shop instead of the main pizza building, because these often have quite good loot in them, and dropping into that pizza building is just a bit of a mess. It's not very easy to get into quickly and the loot in there isn't guaranteed, so I'd say you want to be dropping at those outside buildings because there generally is a decent shotgun on there or an assault rifle, so you can then move over to the other buildings to get the easy kills. But that is my full guide on how to complete the week 4 challenges for the Battle Pass in Fortnite Battle Royale. If you have enjoyed this video or it has been helpful, please make sure you leave it a like and make sure you subscribe. If you need help with any of the previous weeks, make sure you are clicking on the end card at the end of the video to take you through to my playlist of all of my Fortnite videos where I do have guides every single week before it. But thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.